Well, we're starting a few minutes late. We had a bit of technical difficulties, but hope you are interested in looking at this incredible 50-acre property on Telephone Road. And there's arable tile drain farmland and this gorgeous replica farmhouse. So I want to make sure everybody understands that it's not pretty much fully rebuilt. It's not an old farmhouse. It's a contemporary rebuild in the style of a farmhouse with all kinds of modern conveniences and gorgeous fixtures and finishes. The property is listed for $1.279 million, and I'm going to take you inside for a little tour. If I can switch my camera. There we go. So I'm just starting outside. After I go in the house for a few minutes, I'm going to have the owner help us have a look at the barns and the land, and we're going to go for a drive on the acreage. So this is hardy board siding, which means you can keep this gorgeous color and condition of the board and batten, or the siding, plank siding look, I should say, not board and batten, without having to actually paint it. The birds and the clouds are cooperating, and the sunshine. So if anyone has any questions about this property, I'll try to do my best to answer while I'm touring it around, and I'll just talk a little bit about some of the features inside, and then we'll go for a drive along the land. Thanks to the owner taking me for a tour. I love this door. So the front entrance has every little detail is kind of neat. Like, I like this lock key cover and the leaded glass. Here we are inside. This is the front entrance foyer, and this is part of the house that does remain, that was original and fully rebuilt still on the inside. This house has a staggered 2x4 wall system. So basically what it provides to you is all the character, the deeper windowsills, but a lot of function in the insulation. So it's 8 inches of insulation. So in case you think, because it does look like such a beautiful replica farmhouse, that there is you know, something lacking in terms of construction value, it's absolutely beyond high grade construction. And the R factor with the 8-inch insulation with the staggered wall system brings a lot of comfort in the colder months and cost effectiveness. So that's some of the functionality part of the home. It is all cedar ceiling in the kitchen, and upstairs we have 8-inch slats of rough cedar, and 2x4 staggered wall system, 8-inch insulation, 8-inch wide plank flooring throughout this home. This is all new, absolutely shimmering and beautiful wood flooring. I'm just sort of making sure you see the details before I go for a walkthrough, because the details are really key in this house. Everywhere you look, it is similar to sort of a landscape of, I don't know, I'm seeing Maxfield Parrish in the sky and clouds, but I don't know if you know that painter. But it was always blue skies and white fluffy clouds. I love the leaded glass. Okay, so that's the foyer of the main entrance. That's your driveway in. You're on a very private country road, and you're also just probably 3 minutes drive to the 401, which is pretty convenient if you're a commuter to Toronto or Cobourg or the grocery stores. So Cobourg's 20 minutes away, Toronto is 1 hour and 20 minutes away, and you are on the Highway 2 and 401 route to the 407. This is the I guess, sitting room with lots of really nice built-in cabinetry. I love the carpentry in this house. All the baseboards are really wide and decorative. Everything was done by an artisan builder, so it's absolutely perfection in design and construction. As I mentioned, it has the 2x4 staggered wall system with the 8-inch insulation. So you get these really amazing deep windowsills, which are both attractive, but also it shows you how, you know, warm and airtight and cost-effective this home is. So this is the sitting room with really pretty windows, lots of built-in shelving and cabinetry. And then I'll take you into the dining room. After we do the inside tour, I'm going to take us all, whoever's watching, or if you want to watch later, I'll have it up on Facebook, but I'm going to do a drive with the owner through the property, the 50 acres, so you can see the arable farmland and get a sense of the land overall, where you might want to, you know, have horses or animals. There's 2 barns with milking stanchions in one and hydro in both. So those barns could be purposed for just about anything. If you didn't want to be a farmer, you could also use them for spa, studio, all kinds of event purposes, or perhaps more living space. I've seen a lot of neat things done with barns. But lately I find a lot of people are really getting into the idea. The last 5 years or so, more and more, I'm noticing people want to have chickens and grow their own food, especially right now. Have your own food supply. There's a peek at the kitchen. I'm going in there in a second. It's definitely a dream kitchen. And this is the really nice formal dining room. I love the color and the fact that you could have a large dining room set with beautiful furniture. A lot of times that's lost these days, a place to have really nice family meals. Crown molding. Again, everything here is new. It's a brand new 3-year-old home, but it's done in a replica style of a farmhouse. Some gorgeous backlit and upper counter lighting in the glass windowed cabinetry. This is all soapstone, the counters, with open shelving. I hope the view's coming out okay here. Trying to not be too rushed and unsteady with my amateur camera skills. Exposed brick wall. This is cedar on the, this is cedar, I should say, on the ceiling. If you use pine, the paint, you know, the knots bleed through the paint, so they've chosen cedar, which again is an upgrade in cost. That's an exposed beam from a barn, which they reclaimed. There's a few other reclaimed items in this house you'll see. Looking into the other sitting room. Beautiful soapstone counter island. It's really large. It has the shelving all around, so it's purposeful. The range inside. And it does have electrical outlets and so on if you want to use a blender or plug your phone in to charge, that kind of stuff. I really like the lighting in here. And the windows. Everywhere you look in this house, you're seeing views of the countryside. That walks out to a really pretty, entertaining deck, which I'll show you in a minute. It has reclaimed windows from an old house that was renovated by this builder. He's an artisan builder, and he redid the Grafton Village Inn and has built quite a few homes. And he has just this really beautiful sense of style, along with his wife, who has really great decorating sense. And they make really beautiful choices, how they blend modern with historic. I love the hardware in this house and the lighting. The pantry was actually double doors from an old house that was renovated, and they took the hardware as well. So that's original hardware, and that's why you don't see that as much when you go to buy barn board doors and hardware from barn board doors. You don't often see this level of antiquity, I guess you'd say, because this is actually reclaimed. And he just revisited the backing for it with wood. This is just a pantry, but, you know, worth showing how much space is in here. But I love the barn doors, and they just sanded and repainted and reused the original hardware. All the details on this place, you'll notice, were done with a lot of care and properly constructed. Everything matches. The flow is really nice in this home. Down that hall is the laundry room and a powder room. Another reclaimed barn board door. Since I can't do open houses, I'm trying to tour people the way I would, but I don't usually talk so much when I do it in person. I like how they took the sink, took furniture and installed the sink to make it, I guess, blend with the style of the home, rather than buying brand new vanities. It's a lot more work. But when you're a carpenter and an artisan, it's something that you would love to do more than buy a brand new vanity. So this is all new, but it's just beautiful style. Here's the laundry room, which has slate flooring. It's quite large. Has shelving and cabinetry. I love that light. Porcelain. This is looking out to the land and your driveway in, and a covered porch, which is really a large covered front porch to welcome you home. The barns are in the distance. We'll get to those very soon. This is a door that takes you into the garage. And the garage also walks you down to the unfinished basement area. I'm going to go back through the kitchen and take you upstairs, and then we're going to go for a drive on the 50 acres with the owner. Because I think some of you might be a little having some cabin fever, and that might feel like you're out doing a drive yourself. I love this decorative porch. It's so pretty. Very whimsical. It's all hardy board siding, so you do not have to paint. The garage is Maybach siding. I love the reclaimed windows. And there's some ruins beyond that are from a building that was torn down, so kind of has a garden landscape backdrop. If you're entertaining and you want to have a fire or hang out outside, it's kind of neat area to be in. And you can hang your clothes out on the line here. Something people miss in the city and certain subdivisions where you cannot do that. I can't get over what a beautiful day it is today. Central air conditioning is right there. As I said, this house is fully rebuilt as new 3 years ago. It's a replica farmhouse. Everything is brand new. The 8-inch plank flooring, the insulation, staggered wall system, kitchen counters, everything. Cabinetry, built-ins, electrical, plumbing. So it's just a little bit confusing because it has such a nostalgic feel to it. So some people don't realize it's a brand new build. You don't normally get to see such a brand new quality build, I guess you'd say, in a lot of construction value these days because of cost effectiveness of doing things a little more, you know, cookie cutter and having volume discount. This is a one-off by an artisan builder, so everything was done with perfect detail and high quality materials. It's just the time for them to move on. They're going to be selling this, even though it was their dream home and built to their specs, to live here a long time, but they are going to be moving closer to their children. These are all KitchenAid high-end appliances with the double oven, convection oven. I love the exposed beam reclaimed from a barn. And then the wood that they chose to match with the glass and the glass cabinetry and the lighting in behind. I could really see enjoying either being alone or entertaining around this beautiful soapstone island. Oh, I know what I want to show. I think this is kind of a fun gadget. So they have a exhaust range that just, oops, I think you have to hit it twice. The range hood comes up. And I think I mentioned in my other tour, I'm a fan of gadgets, so I like that range hood alternative. So it's an exhaust, but you don't have it overhead, which sometimes just sort of interrupts the look of the whole space to have this great big hood hanging down over an island. And then some shelving, pantry, all kinds of large pot drawers, pots and pan drawers. Super functional and also absolutely gorgeous kitchen. You wouldn't even mind doing dishes at this sink, looking out at the views. So I'll go upstairs. Oh, I think this is kind of a cute feature. Their grandchildren's artwork on the chalk wall beside the cabinet. I'll go upstairs and then we'll go for a drive around the countryside. This is a propane fireplace. Propane gas is all you can get outside. Outside, out in the country. Really nice frosted glass doors. I'll show you the living room into the kitchen view. Side cabinetry built in. Side shelving. This is the front porch, which I was mentioning before is really pretty, looking out over the land, and it's covered and very large. There's two of the barns. One has milking stanchions. They both have power, and they could be purposed for anything. Yoga studio, home gym, art or music studio. You could actually be a farmer. Coming out in a second. Okay. It's the owner. He's going to take us for a drive in a moment. So upstairs, key part of the home. Oh, this is also really nice to see all the usefulness they've done. Anything sort of that could be used for storage, they've made sure they built it in. And this is the staircase, which is gorgeous. I just love wood staircases and really nice handrails and banisters. The upstairs foyer or landing is very large. Whoops, very large. So I dropped my phone, sorry. You don't feel cramped when you're up here or too close to your guests down the hall. More shelving and built-in cabinets inside that closet. I love the light fixtures. Double doors into the master suite, which always feels kind of grand. And they have the 8-inch cedar, rough cut cedar on the ceiling. It's not shiplap. I think I incorrectly called it shiplap last time. I was struggling, but it is 8-inch cedar, rough cut. More expensive once again than shiplap. Everything that they've done in this home, they've spared no expense on quality materials and extra construction value. It's listed for $1.279 million. It's 50 acres, 2 barns, a 2,800 square foot gorgeous home, all new, 3 years built. Chandelier, very large bedroom. You can see there's a lot of room around this bed. Larger than most master bedrooms. Pretty blue sky and fluffy cloud backdrop. More built-in cabinetry or drawers, I guess you'd say. Pull-out drawers. Still lots of room if you want to have more armoires or dressers or bureaus. But building them into the wall just gives you a lot of tidy, useful space without interrupting the floor space of the room. Again, the double doors are kind of pretty and dramatic. Walking into your master suite. Could hide away here easily. 8-inch plank floors. And this is the ensuite. It's got a replica bathroom flavor. Chandeliers by the tub, so pretty. I could really enjoy soaking there for a long time. If you're a bather, you get it. If you like to soak with your candles and your book. I think that's the first car I've seen come down the road since I've been here. It's very private. But you're only 5 minutes drive to the 401, maybe 3 minutes. I've not actually counted. And there's a tiled glass door shower. Lots of neat angles and architectural detail in this home. Soaker tub and a walk-in closet. That's me, hi. I try to not make the video include me too much because I'd rather you see the house from your perspective. This is the walk-in closet. Again, not to share, you know, people's closets too much, but just to show you that there's a ton of space in here. I love the replica vintage sink look. Ample size glass shower with marble and tiling. Lots of room to sit and steam the day away. Marble trim. I just love this builder's work, and I love both of their taste and decor choices. The transom windows, the vaulted ceiling, so it's kind of a chalet vibe. It's just everything they do when they build, and I've seen a few of their builds, including the Grafton Village Inn, which they rebuilt, and an old church. They just do it with so much graceful style and yet high-end quality fixtures and finishes, and really comforting decor choices. At least that's my opinion. I guess decor is a matter of taste, personal taste, but I love it. This is the guest bedroom, one of them. It's quite large. Sometimes on the virtual tours that I have shot, there is a virtual tour of this home, which you can look at, which isn't me, you know, filming with my iPhone camera, iPhone 11 Pro, but you can watch a virtual tour. But sometimes the cameras that they use when they have those type of tours where you can zoom in and zoom out, I love them, but they don't always give, you know, an easy sense of the space. So I'm hoping this gives you a better sense of, you know, from me walking in the room, how the floor space is and how it's laid out more. Sometimes the photos can skew it a little bit. I love this room. The colors are so happy. And all kinds of bright sunshine and views. These windowsills and the large windows with mullions, just everything looks like a picture. Like you have a painting in every room just from the windows. And all 8-inch plank flooring up here again, all brand new. As I said, pretty soon, just got 2 more rooms to show you, and then we're going to go outside and the owner's going to drive us on the land and show us the barns. Your master suite is well away from the guest bedrooms or the kids' bedrooms. So that's kind of nice to have a little bit of space. That's looking down to the front foyer. Just want you to see how nice all these trims and how beautiful the woodwork is. Wide baseboards. Oh, I see a few people I know. Thanks for coming to look, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I see a carpenter, Brandon Cooper. You can appreciate the detail work on this house. It takes a lot of extra work to do everything so well. And you notice that the more you've been in a lot of homes like I've been. So I'm fawning over the construction value because it's just so perfect, as well as the decor. More lighting that's really pretty. Transom windows. I keep pointing out some of these things multiple times because they're not to be missed. This has a little romantic sort of sense to the bedroom. The flowers and the quilting. More pretty country views, big windows. Blue skies and white fluffy clouds. That's the theme for today, and I love it. Can't wait to get out and drive around in it. So that's the 2 guest bedrooms, the master bedroom, and I'm going to show you the upstairs main bath. This is the main bath. It has a skylight, transom window again, bringing more light into the hall. Vintage look, porcelain sink style, old look, old worldy, oldie worldy cabinetry. Hi people. I always feel strange that I'm hiding behind the camera, so I should say hello once in a while on here. So yeah, that's the upstairs guest bedrooms, 2 guest bedrooms, 1 large master suite, and lots of foyer and upper landing space. And we'll go for a tour outside. I just have to get downstairs and get my boots on because I think there might be some areas that are a little bit muddy. I'm not sure what the day's been like the last few days out here. And we'll go into the barn and you can see 2 functional barns that used to be a dairy farm here. And there's that pretty foyer again. leaded glass window. Formal dining room. I'm just recapping. Really pretty living room with built-in cabinetry. The other living room and kitchen or family room combo. And the covered porch. Bear with me, I have to put this down for 2 seconds while I put my boots on so we can go for a cruise. So, stay with me. Okay. There's Norm, the owner. Gonna look around the property now. Do you want to show me the barns? And then we'll go for a little drive. Just gonna show the outside of the house. It's Maybach siding on the garage and hardy board siding. You don't have to paint. So pretty. There's the ruins. I don't have them signed off on a retainer, so I can't show them in the video. My models. What was that building here?
Used to be the old barn.
That was the old barn? Okay.
Yep.
So neat, eh? What a great backdrop for an event.
Yeah.
Or a ceremony.
Our
Or...
first building here, the excavator guy said, I'll get rid of that stuff for you right away. Nice.
No, keep it.
Leave it there. And, well, there was another foundation up there for...
I just think it's so beautiful to have the old rubble.
And it's great for if it's windy a little bit.
Yep, yep. I like that bench up there too. It's pretty. With the trellis.
Oh yeah.
Did you make that?
No, it was here and I just remodified it.
So is this steel sided?
Yes.
Yeah. So here's the one barn.
Done up for... It's already got this stuff for horses.
Perfect. Stalls.
Yep.
How many would that be then?
I would
One,
say
two.
you can do at least 6.
Yeah. There's another side door in. It has that lovely smell of a barn.
Yes.
It's just so natural and pretty. We've all been stuck inside too much, myself included, so I'm like, oh, I love these smells. It's not the bad smell of a barn, it's a nice smell, like hay.
Door there.
All kinds of farm implements and tools. I love the wood on the side of this wall. It's pretty
It's all oak. It's oak. That's all oak.
It's oak, is it?
Yeah. Because they do that for horses, so horses don't eat it.
Oh, that's right. Right. Someone did tell me that. I'm not a horse person, although I would like to be.
This is oak.
Oak or hemlock normally.
Yeah.
This is so neat.
And I left this a dirt floor there too for horses.
Right.
I was going to pour some concrete, and then I said, no, I won't do that.
Well, a lot of people moving this way want horses, or a couple at least, if not more. So I think it was a wise choice. Yeah, it's really big. This one is the 38 by 6 or 40?
No, this is 32 by 50, I think.
32 by 50-ish.
Something like that.
Nice.
After we measured, it's been so well since I measured.
Yeah, we could get that nailed down for someone anyway. Just approximate is fine. Yeah, it's neat. The other one was the one you were also setting up more for like your workshop.
Yep.
And they both have hydro, as you can see.
Yep. This one's got 100 amp service and that one's got 200 amp service.
Okay, 100 amp service here and 200 in the one we're going into. That also has milking stanchions in it still.
I just put some more lights in here so you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, it's useful.
Yeah. When I wasn't doing much.
When you didn't have any more houses to build.
No, I'm doing some shingling right now, but it's something to do.
I like that birdhouse. That's cute. It looks like a bird condo development, not just a house. So the property line goes to where that fence line is.
See where the other board fence kind of comes back this way?
Yeah, I
We'll
did.
drive back that way.
Yeah, we're gonna drive there, and if anyone's interested in seeing where the property line is, we will show you that. This is a big barn. Could have a hoedown here. So this was a goat dairy farm? Goat? Cows. I don't know where I got the goat from in my brain. I talked to a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. Chickens, live off the land, grow your own food. Or people would use this definitely for an event center and spa, studio.
If we were 20 years younger, this is what we would have had it done as.
Yeah, great for weddings and that kind of stuff. Everybody's doing that now. I think that one barn, they charge $4,000 a night.
Really?
And you have to bring all your own stuff up
Is that the one
in Grafton. This,
Lavender, the one Hoskins?
I guess I don't know the name of the owner, but it's called Sky and Lakeview.
I believe that's Kristen's, not Bickle. Sorry.
Yeah, actually, I think it is Bickle.
Not Mark Bickle and Cindy Hoskins run the main dairy farm now, and other girls
Have that beside it. It's just down the road. Yeah, it's
by
beautiful.
the lavender farm.
It's a great wedding venue. Ouch. Wow, this is big. You know, it's not as tall ceiling, but it somehow feels bigger because of that, maybe. This is all concrete floor.
Yep.
There's the milking stanchions if you wanted to be a dairy farmer. I guess this is where all the trough.
Yeah. Gutter cleaner was in here, and stable cleaner was in there. And
Gutter cleaner.
yeah.
Look at all these old beams. It's so neat.
This is not that old of a barn. It might be 40 years old.
Yeah, not by local
No.
standards.
Yeah.
That's not old,
But
right?
the old, like it's not the old, probably the old post and beam barns. Are
Yeah, hand hewn.
100 and odd years. So.
Nice barn. The Dutch double doors, which are kind of neat. You don't see that very often. There's a vent fan. Hydro.
I could open that up and you can see outside there if you want to go.
Yeah, why not? If people are bored, they can watch it later. If they're not, they can move on. I like to see everything, so I'm going to keep this up on Facebook. Anyone that's definitely serious in farmland would be really into this property as well as the two barns, so.
Want some lights on in there?
Sure, thanks, Norm. Boy, that's an organized workshop. That's what I need to do. I can't find anything when I'm looking for my tools. They're all in a big box. These are neat. Hope you don't mind. I'm showing everybody your private
No, that's
workspace.
fine. Those things there come out of the carbon lock factory in Belleville.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So cool. I just love these. Like, I'm a big fan of boxes, drawers. It's odd. I'll keep drawers from old dressers.
I've
And
got some boxes I'll sell you.
okay.
Right here.
Sold. Or maybe somebody who buys this beautiful property will want them. That's a really neat collection. Okay, so I'll show this. And I'm going to show that, and then we'll go for a drive. Oh, how pretty. That's a picture. I probably should have my camera this way, but I haven't figured it out yet if that works properly on live. Yeah, I won't take the big leap. Thank you. So it's basically the tree line, right?
Yeah. But like you say, you were talking about room for paddocks.
Yes,
There's a ton of room here for paddocks.
absolutely. What's Monrovia?
I don't know. That was there when we come there.
It's a neat sign on that.
Something to do with the Greek gods or something.
Yeah,
I think it is.
I just feel like I've seen the name before. That's why I was wondering. Neat barn. I love all the sounds and the scents today. It's just really fragrant and pretty out. That's your driveway in, and you're only 5 minutes to the 401, but you have all this privacy and quiet. Lots of pretty birds whistling around.
Been a lot of them around here. I had trouble with the robins this year trying to build nests in the forest.
Oh yeah, they would love that porch.
Yeah.
I see a lot of birds in town nesting around our house too, just right down by the beach even. And now we have seagulls.
Yeah.
They're so close to the shore. The seagulls are hanging out up on James and College.
There's it's upstairs is well wide open.
Upstairs here?
Yeah.
How can you show that, or
If you want to climb that ladder, I can.
this one? Okay. Might as well have a look because
I'll hold the rod over there.
be careful. I'm not petite, so
Oops. All right.
I'm good. Just want to give a look. Oh, that's awesome. What a beautiful upstairs area.
Make a nice dance floor.
That would make a great dance floor. It's pretty too. I like the blue. And a window to the outside. There's a little chirper up here.
Oh, be careful. All
I'm
right.
good. Yep. Who did the portrait?
Somebody in Belleville
It's cute.
years ago. That was done in 1979.
You haven't changed it a bit.
Yeah, right.
Actually, you guys haven't really. Just your hair. Look, just the hair is a little different.
Yeah.
You haven't changed. Having a healthy life. So you want to go for a drive around?
Jump in.
I'll try to keep the camera as steady as I can, but this way. Oh, do I have to put my seatbelt on? Or is it gonna ding?
I'll throw mine on and the system on the side.
We'll get the people feeling like they're going out for a country tour. I remember when we first listed and you drove me through here, and I was videotaping then just because it was so pretty, but I didn't save it. So it's soy crop on the farm, right? At this time, or?
They're going to put corn on it this year.
They're gonna put corn. Are they allowed to put corn yet? I think they are, right? Are they opening that up?
Yep.
I mean, we need food. There's the house in the distance. It's 49.9 acres, I think, the actual measurement, but 50 acres. Lots of different types of trees. Looks like that's a cherry tree right there. I'm not sure though. It's pretty tall for a cherry.
Yep, there's some cherry up in there.
Yeah. Cherry and maple.
There's the line fence right there. See where that wire fence is there?
That's the line? Okay.
Goes right back down where you
You can get an aerial view sense of it, but it's so much nicer to just point out the lines because it's not always easy to translate an aerial view into where is it on the land. I find that when I'm showing property. There's your big open farm field, arable, tile drained. You can grow lots of food for your family and your family's friends. The farmer rents it out and it helps keep the property taxes pretty reasonable. What is it, like $1,000 you charge or something? 2,500 bucks for the year? Fair.
Yeah.
And the taxes are under 5,000 for all this land, which is pretty remarkable. Valleys and hiking trails. I'll show you the other side when we turn around and come back. It's a little bit hard to show. It's so green out already, eh? We just didn't have that much snow and ice this year. I think that's lots of firewood. Deadfall, and cut firewood till the cows come home if you had cows and firewood needs. How green that is, it's so pretty. We're on the east side of the property right now, east fence. So that field there is the neighbors, right? The hay. Looks like hay. Corn is the line that becomes the neighbors, and then this side is 13576. I'm going to turn around when we get to the top and you'll see the rest of the farm field. Just showing you this side. You really get a sense of how big this property is. I don't have my measurements and I'm... Yeah. It's a very long rectangle too, this property. It's not all different strange dimensions like some. The dimensions, they're all on the feature sheet on my listing. I have an aerial drone video tour of this property linked, which I'll link again once I save this video, but it's on the MLS website. For 13576 telephone road. Listed at 1.279, which is incredibly reasonable for a brand new 2,800 square foot home, a 50-acre farm, plus your own hiking trails, 2 barns to power, milking stanchions, paddocks. It's ready to go if you want to be a farmer or have horses. At the end of the line now of this land. Chris Post, you could cut a lot of trees on this property. I saw Chris jump on, so I had to. He was cutting my neighbor's big, huge trees. So this land is going to be farmed this year, rented out for $2,500 for a year. They get a little bonus from the farmer, and it's going to be corn crop. And it has been soybean. So you could continue to rent it, or you could decide to farm it yourself eventually if you bought the property. Sorry if the camera works shaky. There's probably more outside action than most people have had in over a month. Everybody's so trapped inside. That's Lake Ontario to the south, the way the camera's facing right now. You're just at the Big Apple exit, if you've seen the Big Apple on the side of the road in Colborne. And you're about 5 minutes to the 401, really close to the lakefront. All this country acreage, but also you're very convenient to groceries and amenities, the hospital 20 minutes away. That's so pretty. Yeah, this is really pretty. The clouds in the sky sure help too. The other day when we were going to do it, it was too rainy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't look as nice. So that's an awesome tour. I don't think I've missed any questions from anybody on here, but if you have any questions or interest in having a private viewing of the property, give me a call and we can talk about it. We're doing everything in a social distance way with floor plans and virtual tours first, and making sure you're qualified financially for the property. So I think I'll sign off for now.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Norm.
No.
Thanks for coming and watching, everybody. Absolutely gorgeous property. There's Carolyn puttering on her beautiful flowers. Let's do one last scope around. Have a nice day.